What's up, guys? Daily here from GamersPlatoon, right into the action already. And if you can't tell by the fancy looking graphics, the cell shaders at their finest, we have Borderlands 2 for you today. Gonna talk about some of the good stuff, some of the bad stuff, but basically what we have here is the expansion next in the series, whatever you want to call it, to Borderlands 1. One of the games kind of stood out for being a cel-shaded first-person shooter, but with an extremely deep RPG element, basically challenging all other, not massively multiplayer role-playing games, but just role-playing games in general. So we got Borderlands here, as I said, cel-shaded. That's why it looks like this cartoony look. It actually plays out very nice looking like this. It's usually not a type of game that I go for, but they've put enough work into this where this is actually still fun to play, even looking like this. I'm usually more of a serious simulation type gamer, but this one works out just fine, and no complaints, even though you can clearly tell, this is like computer drawn things. It actually looks nice, adds its own touch to it. And you see the world looks great. I decided to start the video here in this sense so you guys can really get a sense of where the game is at. When you start out in the first area, it's very plain, just kind of it's a glacier, and there's not really a lot going on. But here you got geysers and a steam pump and an ocean over there, and all sorts of stuff. So you guys can really kind of see everything going on. You got your day and night cycle coming through, something that wasn't available in Borderlands 1, I believe. Don't put me on that, you Borderland junkies. But I don't think it had a day and night cycle. And it just had a bunch of limited quests, kind of follow the storyline there. I know it had a ton of guns. This one has a ton of guns as well, but not in the sense of a million character model or gun models. It just has a lot of different guns with a lot of different stats, which brings us into our first play for Borderlands, which is the things that you have available to you. You have the map here. You see it's based on an area map. Basically, each area has its own map, and you go from area to area. It's not one big consistent world or anything like that. It is map based, but the maps can get pretty big per area, and there's a lot of areas around here. So the next thing we'll check out is some of the equipment. Here we got the equipment screen here, and you can see that we have some different types of equipment at our disposal. Moving around here, you have the customization for your character skin now, where you can actually customize how you look. You see my character there on the right. This is just one appearance. I'm able to customize that as I see fit, with different colors and different combinations of colors to get the character to the way I want to look. Also some different head options and body options as well. Not as in depth as a game in this day and age should be, but it's still pretty good. The first Borderlands only had 4 characters. This Borderlands only has 4 characters. In my opinion, it's time to step that up, give us a little bit of choice in the characters that we want to play. And really, if you want me to be brutally honest, and you Borderland fans, attack me if you want to, but they're the same characters from last time with seriously different skin. You got a big fat guy, a girl, a ninja type dude, and then a commando. It's the same basis of characters, with really just the limited the amount of classes that you can play kind of limits the game itself, if you ask me. There should be at bare minimum 5 or 6 different classes. 4 just doesn't cut it anymore as far as choice goes. That means you can only replay the game 4 times. That sounds ridiculous, but nowadays, when you're playing these multiplayer games that have, PvP and things like that, you're able to play the game consistently over and over and put tons of hours into the game. With this one, you're only going to get 4 playthroughs of different experience, and then it's just going to be, can you get random guns, kind of like Diablo kind of does, and that's where the downside is for me. However, the game is fun to play. I do like it on a fun standpoint. I tell everybody this. They ask me, well, Daily, do you like Borderlands? And my answer is yes and no. No, I don't like the limited abilities and things like that we have available to us, but I do like I do like Borderlands in general. So yeah, so basically you got your weapons and equipment here. You have your stats here. This is kind of like your character build or your class tree for you World of Warcraft nerds. This is where you spend your points as you level up. You can gain different abilities, different buffs, different percentages added onto your skills, things like that. Create a very, very unique character in the form of, you know, how you're going to class yourself with 3 different classes. That is pretty much the saving grace for only having 4 different characters. Is being able to customize those 4 characters to the way that you want to. So there's the saving grace for that. And we have the new part called the badass rank. Every time that you complete certain accomplishments in the game here, you'll earn these badass points, which allows you to increase certain attributes of yourself. Here we got shield recharge, we got critical hit, melee damage, reload speed, gun damage, and fire rate. And you see those are a stacking effect here, and you can see everything that I've got so far and what percentage plus I have added to my character. So there's a lot of different things that you can do and put on here. So we're gonna hop in and just show you a little more of the combat, let you guys see how some of the guns work and things like that. So you saw first the SMG there. All have nice reload animations. Every gun that is modeled in the game has a cool, unique kind of way that the gun fires or reloads or is featured or whatever. That one apparently, when you throw it, it blows the fuck up, which is pretty cool. Didn't even know that. So that's that's some of the weapons there. Now let's take a look at some of the vehicles, and we'll hop back soon. Hey guys, I just want to interject into the video here and show you the classes. I know I didn't do this review in the normal way that I do it, and you know I did that for good reason, but I did want to interject and show you the classes that you can be. You have the Commando, the Assassin, the Siren, and the Gunzerker, which is, like I said, very similar to exactly what the first game had. You have your big guy right here, you have your girl, your mage, or excuse me, your assassin kind of guy, and then your Commando. And as I said, they do have customizable bodies as, for colors at least, and a customizable head, depending on what you have unlocked. I have the previous game, so I got my Vault Hunter Veterans helmet there, rocking that one. So we're gonna hop right back in game and continue on. Alright, so we're doing one of the mailing missions here, which is basically where we got to deliver a piece of mail in a certain amount of time. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into my vehicle here and show you some of the vehicular side of things. Here, this is my MG vehicle, has machine guns all over it. Pretty neat feature of the game to have these drivable vehicles. You see them here, I'm sliding across the ice, or excuse me, the water, which is pretty neat. You see I got to drop packages off at all 5 of these locations, so I'll go ahead and give this a try. Alright, so we're here checking out some more of the regular combat here. Not a lot going on around the driving scene in this one, so we'll just look at some of the actual combat. You got different types of groups of bandits and things like that that are going to attack you. All sorts of different types of enemies, which is very neat to kind of have that variety in the gameplay. And you'll see that as you kill these guys, they kind of drop off numbers. That's the RPG aspect playing in here, showing you the amount of damage that you're doing per hit with whatever particular gun you're using at the time. And it's pretty helpful to kind of keep track of how much damage you're doing. Some people may not like it, and I believe there's some options to have that turned off or whatever, but in addition to the regular gunplay, you also do have grenades and things like that, and there is some pretty gory sequences in the scene. If I can get this guy, yeah, you see I've blown his arms, legs off, things like that, so the game does offer the mature aspect. Here we go into one of the death scenes. If you were able to get a kill while you're in this particular stance, whether you are just did it or not, you always get a second win. You can literally just go for ages and ages if you can if you can continue to get those kills while you're dying, you can just keep going. You won't die until that meter runs out, no matter what. So it's a very nice feature to have, because there's some times when you get bum rushed and you just won't see what happens. You get a chance to, you know, pick up the quick kill with the second chance mode, and it basically sets you up to, you know, for success if you can, you know, time your shots right. There is no aiming down the sights in that mode, so you can't do that all the time for, you know, like your distance enemies and things like that, but the game definitely takes that into account. So here's another cool feature. All around the towns, cities, wherever you're at, there's these green lights. These are openable chests that contain ammunition or weapons, and it's all random chance. So you might open these one time, get a couple bucks like I just did, or you may open it up and there might be, you know, the most rare assault rifle in the game in there. And that was one of the cool features, you know, is you're in your first-person mode and you're playing a first-person shooter, but that deep RPG element keeps biting at your hip and, you know, reminding you that it's there all the time, which is very cool to have in a shooter. But, you know, with that said, guys, this is Borderlands 2. If you want to see some more gameplay, please post a comment in the description. I will post some actual gameplay. I know I didn't get to show you a lot of actual gameplay, but we talked about all the features, some of the bugs, glitches, things I don't like, things I do like, and you know, we're gonna leave it at that for now. I'm not sure exactly how popular or how long this game will stay popular, so I don't want to do, you know, one of my full 15-minute reviews on it and you know, it's not really go anywhere. So let's check it out and see how you guys like it, and we'll catch you there. Thanks for watching.